Hey everybody, what is up? It is your boy Dixie Outlaw back again for another video. Now, to pick up where I left off, I am going to finish this house. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to pull up a stopwatch so I can see how long I'm recording for. Okay. Um, Also, I will take and say that there's some big news of some big things coming. Uh, in the hopefully nearish future. Um, I actually, which I can take and show y'all something here in just a second. Today I found, hold on, turn. Okay, today I found an add-on that allows me to make quests. So I already kind of drew up a rough thing for quests. So when I do get a computer and I can get my make a modded world, I can actually take and do some quests and kind of have like a actual mod pack instead of doing this whole weird nonsense of just kind of doing whatever and not really having a motive, so to speak. I don't want to take and do that. I want to actually kind of have quests, kind of have a little bit of a guide way, so to speak. Um, when it comes to doing some of these worlds and some of these things, because I do love modded a lot. Um, so I really do want to actually do that of actually make like a proper modded world with quests and everything. Now the quests are going to be done by me. Um, and with that being said, also I will take and say, since I am not famous on YouTube or even well known, that no, there is not going to be no download or anything of the such because I'm not that well known on YouTube, and I seriously doubt anybody would want to buy my stuff anyways. And also, second off, I am playing on Bedrock. I don't really know how that works on Bedrock. I know how it works on Java. You can like actually put a world download up for people to actually go and download your pack and so on and so forth. But I don't know how that works with Java or with Bedrock. Um, Fairly certain though, if I wanted to do that with Bedrock, I would have to actually like get a hold of all the people that make the add-ons I'm using. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. And I really don't have the means to do that. I mean, I would love to get a hold of people like Be the Beast team and have them agree to allow me to use their add-ons and send it out as a download. But I'm not famous. Uh, and if I had to be quite honest and frank with y'all, I'm fairly certain they would laugh at me. So there's not gonna be no download, but at least y'all can, and I will make sure that when I do a modded world, I am going to leave it in the description below said video of all the mods I downloaded, just so y'all do know or add-ons what add-ons I used in my world in case you wanted to recreate it for yourself. Also, I'm thinking I should be fine of not getting in trouble by any of the add-on creators because I'm not passing off none of their work as my own. Only thing I'm going to pass off as my own, because it is my own, is the quest I make. Um, that's legitimately the only thing that is going to be passed off as my own because it is my own. These are not preloaded quests I'm going to make for this modded world when I get a computer. They're all done by me. Well, with help from my woman. Uh, and I think they're really good quests. I think that the rewards for said quest are also kind of really balanced. Because I have seen before on some mods on Java that the quest versus reward is not balanced as well as I think it should. Now, that's not saying that it's horrible or it's bad. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, I don't feel it's balanced enough. And that's another reason why a lot of times when I do play modded, I really don't like claiming rewards. I mean, let me put it to you this way. In Stoneblock 1 on Java, you could have a chance of getting a sword in a loot crate that could literally one hit everything. It just doesn't feel balanced to me. Which is why, and I'm going to kind of give a little insight. Might as well don't have nothing else to talk about while I finish my house. Um, and I've noticed and I want to say this real quick because I have actually noticed this. I've noticed that other Minecraft players actually do the same thing, where when they're doing certain tedious tasks, so sometimes, especially on live streams, they will talk about other projects they got going on. So I'm kind of just following in part of the course because I agree that that's actually a great time to talk about it. Especially since all these videos are going up uncut, unedited. So it's a whole lot better than just watching me sit here and do stuff for an hour at most and not really talk much. I don't think that's going to be very fun for anybody to watch. Um, but I do have like I'm going to do AE, or at least the Bedrock equivalent of AE. Uh, in my mod pack, and one of the things I'm going to do is I have a quest that's going to be make a 1K drive, and you get a 1K drive as a reward because I feel that is pretty well balanced. Because you already made one, so that means you know how to make one, and also with it giving you another one, that just kind of means that you don't have to struggle as much for said thing. Which another reason why I'm going to kind of talk about closer to the time of it coming out about some of the things I'm even going to give as a reward to myself or to anybody that plays on my world for that matter, is because in case y'all want to copy it, like they can say if y'all love the idea of doing you make one drive you get one free. I want to allow y'all to kind of know what I'm doing in case anybody wants to copy it. That's kind of what my whole goal is when I do this modded world. Is it's going to be tit for tat, so to speak, of like I'm going to make sure that y'all know pretty much everything I'm doing in the modded world, just so if you guys want to copy any of it, you are more than welcome to do so. And I'm going to give you pretty much the schematic to be able to copy it exactly. Hopefully that makes sense to people. Hopefully people out there will actually like it. So yeah, I personally hope that it will go exactly how I want it to. I need a lot of stuff. A cobblestone for one, cobblestone stairs at least, and some more oak wood. But yeah, that's kind of just me speaking out there, trying to keep what fan base I have in the loop, which I don't really have a fan base. So if people do watch this video, I am much appreciative of it. I really truly am. Uh, because I really do appreciate anybody that watches my videos. Uh, so if you do watch my video, thank you so much for watching my videos. Uh, Second off, if you do watch my videos, it's just make sure that you do let me know that you like my videos, even if it's just a simple comment saying, "Hey, dude, good job, keep going." Something. I mean, it really does mean a lot to me, so I know kind of my fan base, so to speak. I just want to know who out there actually does enjoy this. Cause so far I ain't getting really no views. Don't know why. Uh, Hopefully that will change in the future. I don't really know what to do about not really have many people watch my stuff. So, oh, also, I am planning on doing a video at some point. Don't know when, so don't hold me to nothing. When I'm gonna do it, that is. Um, but I do plan on doing a video of Forestcraft because they did release a new update recently, and oh my god, is it nice! That's actually an add-on that I do love. Period. Um, there's very few add-ons that I will honestly take and say I love and I adore, and that I would recommend to everybody and anybody who's anybody. Uh, and Forestcraft is one of those I definitely would. Like their team seems pretty amazing and seems like they actually got their stuff together and knows what they're doing. And it's just all in all, I have really just quite and thoroughly enjoyed their add-on. Uh, I don't know if they make any other add-ons because I'm not one of those type of YouTubers. Like I don't have all the scoops and all the ins and outs of every last add-on out there. I wish I did, because then I would be able to inform y'all a little bit better, but I don't. Also, second off, I know this is a starter house, and it's now taking me 3 episodes, almost 3 hours to complete said house. So I do want to apologize for that. Whoops, I messed up. There we go. Um, but also, if anybody does watch this video, please let me know. There ain't no guarantee that I'm going to do it because I don't base what I do only solely on what people like. But if you do enjoy what I do and you got any suggestions or helpful tips or anything, let me know down in the comments section below. Like if you have an add-on that you absolutely think I need to check out, I will do my best to check it out. And I'll even make sure I do it on a video because something like that I will definitely do. Just don't quote me on how quick I will be able to get to it, but I will do it. Because I'm always interested in different add-ons and what's out there, and especially if it's a good add-on. Oh yeah, I definitely will put my hat on that rack every day of the week, just because I love any good mod or any good add-on, especially if it's made by a good team and the team is listening to the people and doing updates to keep everything how it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, most definitely. Those are my favorite type of add-ons. I ran out of stairs again. But the house is coming together quite nicely. But yeah, that's just kind of one of those things I wanted to take and talk about. Um, Also, don't expect me to be the type of guy that you come to and learn all the ins and outs of Minecraft because I don't know them. I know a lot about Minecraft, and I know a lot about it to the point where I can do a lot of things. And my buddy always asks me certain questions about Minecraft because he doesn't know as much about it as I do. And yes, I'm not gonna say I'm no mumbo jumbo or I'm an etho or a doc with it, but I am fairly good with redstone. I definitely take and say that I'm better than green or gem, and that's not saying that they're bad. They just are not good redstoners. They are great builders though. Like, I could never keep up with gem. Uh, And in case anybody doesn't know these names I'm throwing out there, they are hermits because I do love the Hermitcraft series. I have watched not every Hermitcraft season, but I have watched at least some of 7, some of 6, and then 8 through 11 I am caught completely up on almost everybody that I watch of Gem, Mumbo, and Green. Just in case anybody wonders what my taste is for videos when I'm not recording, what do I like to watch? There's your answer. I love to watch the Hermits. They are amazing people and they give me such inspiration for a lot of things. They really do. Um, and quite honestly, since I was able to stumble around in some of the Hermitcraft worlds, the downloads you can take and do on Bedrock, I did find out that some of their builds I thought was because it doesn't look as good on camera as it does in person. Oh my god, talk about some of the most talented things you'll ever see in your life. I would suggest that if you're playing on Bedrock, definitely go take and download the Hermitcraft World. I mean, these are some of the best cats you'll ever meet in your life. Like, I wish I could just have the privilege to meet some of the hermits at least once. Because that would be awesome. Okay, I need to finish this back wall. And then for starter base until I get glass and everything else I need, this will be finito. Well, also I'm going to need more logs to finish that part. And I will actually come in every now and again and update the build and make it look better. This is just what I cobbled together for right now. So let's take a few steps back. Yeah, I kind of like it. Got a nice little outcrop here. I think this is definitely going to be one I put a window in so I can watch and look over the sea. There we go. My axe must have broke when I was chopping that down. Let's actually take a step inside and so you can see what's on this wall. Nothing. Nothing's on that wall. That wall is a free canvas. Was it 4 that's right here? Yeah, 4. I like it. I can even put a little porch out here if I wanted to and have like a little overhang and stuff and kind of touch up a little more details here and there and all stuff that I will take and do later on. Um, oh, my boots broke. Oopsie. Okay, boots acquired. And now time for a sword. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I now have finished the base, which is what I was really wanting to accomplish. But what I'm going to do while I go mining is I am going to talk to y'all a little bit about some things. So for any of those wondering about my future plans, my current plans, and my what I'm doing in general, I done said I plan on doing a modded series. Well, add on, modded, whatever. But I do have so many more things I plan on doing other than that. I do also plan on oh, my brain. I plan on when I do get a computer again, I am going to start playing some Java, and Java will have about the same thing as I have now, where I won't really be able to do a download for y'all, but I will include everything that's in my mod pack of what mods I use in my world, just so in case anybody wants to copy it, they are more than welcome to do so. Maybe in the future, I doubt it, but maybe in the future, when I get big enough, we could possibly have an actual like team sponsor me, so to speak, and actually hook me up fatty style with being able to do a one-click install for all you fine ladies and gentlemen out there that might want to play on the Zyth world that I'm going to design. One thing to keep in mind with any world I design, though, for anybody that might want to set up the same type of world, I base my worlds off of I wouldn't really call it laziness, but more like utility. I love the mechanical side of Minecraft. I love setting up farms. I love setting up easy ways to get resources and stuff like that. So pretty much any add-on pack or mod pack or anything that I will ever set up is going to be based around that. Like I love mystical agriculture, feed the bees, stuff like that. Because those are really nice things to get set up, and I love the ideal of never having to mine again and just being able to pretty much, so to speak, let the resources come to me. Um, some people may call that laziness. I call it utilitarian, of where I just love to set up stuff to be able to just let it do it for me. Um, so whatever people want to call that, you guys can call it laziness, you guys can call it whatever. I just call it simply that I don't like mining. I don't like resource gathering, but I also do not like playing in creative mode because it's no fun because there's no challenge. I like playing in survival where you could die from a zombie, a creeper, whatever, whatever. And that's just how I've always been. But ever since when I started playing Java, that's when I really started leaning into the whole, hey, I can take and download X, Y, and Z mod packs, and I don't have to worry about resources ever again, because as long as I actually do what I need to make said resource gathering ways, I can just have the resources come straight to me. Um, Also, I think one of the things that kind of started me down that path in some ways too was when I started playing stuff like Sky Worlds and Stone Block, especially. It kind of really just opened up my eyes, so to speak, of what I like in a world and what type of mods I like to use in a world. Um, it's just always been that way, and it will always be that way. And I apologize if people don't like that type of stuff, and if you guys are different. Um, all I can say at the end of the day is I am me and you are you, and that's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has the right to their own opinions and to like their own things that they like. And I think everybody should definitely remember that and keep that in mind in life, that way too many people are not going to like the same things. It doesn't always mean you're wrong. It just means that we don't like the same things. Uh, that's how come I will not lie that playing vanilla right now is a pain. And I'm not even playing full vanilla, as you see. I'm playing with utility craft because I would go completely nuts so and run out of things to do, especially if I had to go slowly mining and gather up all these resources by hand. I would lose my mind. I'm not even gonna lie or sugarcoat it or pretend. I would go completely and utterly stir crazy. But there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but that's just kind of neither here nor there. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of made this episode more than anything is, one, for anybody that might watch my videos and wanted to see this base finished. Well, here you go. It's pretty much finished. It's empty on the inside because it ain't done yet. I'm going to do some sort of detailing, maybe some sort of beams going across here or something. Do a window here, maybe some sort of window here, maybe a second floor. Um, don't know yet. I have not really decided yet. But I do know I am going to end this video here, simply just because I really don't have much planned for this episode. And I am one of those type of people that I like to try to plan out my episodes before I make them. Uh, so with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads and every time I go live. And this has been your boy Dix Outlaw, and I am signing off, y'all.